Blend mung beans. Could this be the longevity secret? Many elderly women live with daily body pain, constant fatigue, and uncomfortable feeling inside. But my grandmother is 97 years old, and she rarely experiences any of that. When people ask her about her secret, she simply smiles and says, "Green beans." Over the years, she learned to combine mung beans with other ingredients to create a simple but powerful dish that helps the body feel lighter, calmer, and more balanced. Before we begin, I wish you and your family good health, peace, and many blessings in the new year. May God bless you. By the way, my dog really loves eating dishes made from beans, which is quite surprising. Tip 1. The 3 green ingredients. During winter, deep inside the body, waste builds up, digestion slows down, the liver works harder, and toxins linger longer than they should. That's why my grandmother would occasionally cook a light pot of bitter melon and mung beans to clear deep internal inflammation, especially in the liver and blood. Preparation always began with about 30 grams of mung beans. They were rinsed thoroughly under clean water, then soaked for about 60 minutes. This step matters because soaking softens the beans, shortens cooking time, and makes digestion much easier. While the beans soaked, the bitter melon was prepared. It was sliced lengthwise. All of the white inner pith was carefully removed with a spoon. This white core carries most of the harsh bitterness and irritation, and removing it makes the bitter melon less bitter. Its strength comes from its nutrient density and its effects on blood sugar, inflammation, and digestion when eaten in normal amounts. Bitter melon is very low in calories, but rich in fiber and key minerals like potassium and magnesium. It supports immune function and tissue repair, while fiber slows digestion and improves gut health. For adults over 40, this combination helps reduce inflammatory stress. After that, the melon was sliced thinly. Bitter melon was always valued for clearing deep internal inflammation. Mung beans were used to pair with cucumber. The body stayed hydrated, and the detox process became smoother. The sliced bitter melon was then placed into a bowl and blanched with warm water for about 2 minutes. A small amount of pink salt was added. This simple step helps reduce excess bitterness. While the bitter melon was soaking, 1 cucumber was prepared. Cucumber plays an important role here, helping hydrate the body and support gentle flushing when toxins accumulate during winter. When I was a kid, I really loved eating cucumbers. I loved them so much that whenever I saw one, I would immediately ask for it. There was one time when my grandma bought a huge basket full of cucumbers for me. I ate so many that I actually started to feel a bit scared of them. Since then, I guess I don't love cucumbers as much. After 2 minutes, the bitter melon finished soaking. It was removed and placed on a plate together with the cucumber. Once all 3 ingredients were ready, they were placed into a blender. I added enough clean water to cover the ingredients and blended until the mixture became completely smooth and creamy. The blended mixture was then poured into a pan and cooked over low heat for about 12 to 15 minutes, stirring gently to prevent sticking. As it heated, the mixture thickened slightly and developed a soft, clean aroma. This dish was always consumed warm. It was usually taken plain. If the bitterness felt too strong, 1 spoon of honey was added, just enough to soften the taste. You shouldn't eat this daily. Gentle detox works best when it is taken once a week or once every 10 days. Those with low blood pressure, cold hands and feet, or weak digestion were always advised to start with a small portion and observe how their body responded. My grandmother used to say, "Eat more green foods. Green keeps the body clean and calm." For a long time, I nodded. Bitter melon was never easy for me. The taste was sharp, unfamiliar, almost challenging at first. Every bite felt like my tongue was being tested. But something changed over time. The more I ate my grandmother's dishes, the more my body began to recognize them. That first spoonful would touch the tongue with a light bitterness, clean, fresh, not harsh. Then came a gentle, relaxing sensation spreading slowly across the mouth. The bitterness didn't linger. Instead, it blended with a mild sweetness from the mung beans and the freshness of cucumber. What surprised me most was how it felt after swallowing. The texture was smooth. After a while, I realized I wasn't forcing myself anymore. I was craving it, not for the taste alone, but for how it made me feel afterward, clear-headed, balanced, and energized. Sometimes the foods that challenge us at first are the ones our body needs the most. Tip 2. Red Peanut and Jujube Soup. When the body feels heavy, the legs swell easily, and tiredness doesn't go away. My grandmother would never panic. She would quietly go to the kitchen and cook one simple thing, a warm bowl of red peanut soup, to help the body feel lighter again. The first ingredient is red-skinned peanuts. We always chose peanuts with their red skins intact because this thin red layer has long been valued in traditional cooking. Peanuts are rich in plant protein, healthy fats, minerals, and natural compounds that support the body as it ages. While the peanuts soak, several red dates, jujubes, are prepared. Red dates are naturally sweet and rich in nutrients, often enjoyed for their comforting and nourishing qualities. Many women, especially as they get older, appreciate red dates as part of everyday meals. When I eat red dates, I always notice how naturally sweet they are. Because of that, I usually don't use sugar when I cook. Instead, I use red dates as a natural substitute. After 1 hour, the soaked peanuts and their soaking water are poured into a pot. The pot is brought to a boil over high heat. Once boiling, any foam is skimmed off. Then, the heat is lowered, the lid is covered, and the soup is gently simmered for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the peanuts become soft and tender. No seasoning is needed. The natural sweetness of the peanuts and red dates is enough. The soup is light, warm and comforting. Simple food meant to be eaten slowly. In traditional households, red peanut and jujube soup was appreciated for how it made the body feel afterward. It was often enjoyed when there was a feeling of water retention, heaviness in the legs, or general fatigue. This soup was never meant to replace meals or be consumed excessively. When I was growing up, my family was very poor. There were many days when we didn't really have much food on the table. But peanuts were different. They were cheap, easy to find. My grandma used to cook this simple peanut dish again and again for the whole family. It wasn't fancy, but it filled our stomachs and warmed the house. I ate it so often that I slowly became addicted to the taste. Even now, every time I eat peanuts like this, it brings me right back to those hard but honest days. That simple bowl of peanuts became a true flavor of my childhood. Now, I'm deeply grateful for the good fortune that has come into my life. Things changed so quickly, faster than I ever imagined back then. As we get older, many people worry about stiff blood vessels and rising cholesterol, problems that quietly increase the risk of heart and brain issues. My grandmother didn't ignore this. She relied on one simple habit she trusted for years: a small spoon of vinegar-soaked peanuts. The peanuts are soaked in clean water for about 30 minutes. This reddish soaking liquid looks really nice. Next comes steaming. Add water to a pot. Place a steaming rack inside. Spread the peanuts evenly on top and steam over high heat for about 40 minutes. If you prefer softer peanuts, you can steam them a little longer. Once steamed, the peanuts are spread out to cool and release extra moisture. While waiting for the peanuts to dry, I bring a pot of water to a boil and sterilize the glass jar so the vinegar soaking process stays clean and doesn't spoil later. To make sure the jar is completely dry, I wipe it again with a paper towel, because any leftover moisture can cause the peanuts to spoil or turn cloudy during storage. Fill the jar with peanuts to about 2/3 full, leaving space because the peanuts will continue to expand as they soak. Add a few pieces of rock sugar and bring the mixture to a boil, stirring gently until the sugar fully dissolves. Once it starts boiling, turn off the heat and let the liquid cool completely. You can also add a little soy sauce for extra flavor, but I don't really like that taste, so I usually skip it. Then, pour in the cooled vinegar mixture until the peanuts are fully submerged. Seal the jar and store it in the refrigerator. After about 5 days, the vinegar-soaked peanuts are ready to eat. In traditional households, vinegar-soaked peanuts were appreciated as a light, everyday food. They were often enjoyed to stimulate appetite and make meals feel easier to digest. Many older adults enjoy a small amount, 1 or 2 spoonfuls in the morning, as part of a steady routine. Grandma always said that real nourishment doesn't need to be expensive or complicated. Small habits, done consistently, are what carry us through the years. My grandmother said that apple cider vinegar has been used for centuries, and modern research suggests it may offer several health benefits. It has antibacterial properties, helping kill harmful bacteria and even preserve food naturally. One of the strongest areas of evidence is blood sugar control. Research suggests apple cider vinegar may help lower blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity, which can be helpful for people with type 2 diabetes. There's also emerging evidence that apple cider vinegar may support heart health. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to learn more simple, traditional ways to care for your health, feel free to watch the next video.